You never heard of the Grinch?
Oh. No,
A
what is
little
that?
individual known as the Grinch?
That song sucks. I listened to it recently on the radio. It
It's
stinks.
fantastic.
It goes too much. It's too much.
You're as cuddly as a cactus.
He's just really roasting the fuck out of him that whole song. It's like, take it easy.
This guy's seriously just talking about how depressed he is, and you're just fucking going to
I would,
town on his ass. And he
I would touch you
smells.
with a 10.5-foot pole.
Let alone fuck you.
I would. That's the new song. That's the 2020 version. I wouldn't fuck you, Mr. Grinch.
You are busted, Mr. Grinch. Yeah, guy's just having he's just got some mental health issues, and the guy from Sandlot was having none of it.
Wouldn't that be like, that'd be the coolest trend ever in 2020 if rappers now came out with diss tracks just for the Grinch and they just go all in.
That'd be sad. Why is he at the end of the movie learns to like people, I guess, which is honestly, I'm kind of with the Grinch nowadays. He was kind of fuck the people, to be honest. Like, just get away from him. Like,
He was a visionary.
Yeah.
Way ahead of his time. Grinch was hating people before it was cool.
Yeah, he'd probably come out with better diss tracks. Like, what, Chance the Rapper's gonna probably do one because he's corny as fuck, and then the Grinch will probably bring it up, be like, "You're corny as shit."
Grinch
I
would
hate
roast
the Grinch. I hate the Grinch.
the Grinch on 8 Mile is fucking roasting people.
He's got his stupid friend that always just says dumb shit and shoots himself in the foot too. That dog, that's the friend.
Cheddar Max.
Is that your
I'm
favorite
starting the
Christmas
show.
movie?
No, shut up. I'm starting the show.
No.
It's not my favorite Christmas movie, but it's a good one. Start the show.
Okay.
I
Welcome
like
to the
Nightmare
relatively
Before Christmas.
Fuck you. Welcome to the Relatively Jumbo Podcast. My name is Nick, alongside my non-esteemed colleagues, Devin and Steve.
Never been
How's it going, fellas? No.
I've never been esteemed.
Nobody's ever described me as esteemed.
Steamed ham, baby.
I'll be damned if that starts today.
A Christmas episode, a relatively jolly podcast, if you will.
Merry Christmas.
Because Friday's Christmas. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh.
Happy Christmas.
What? So we doing that? So we doing this then?
Yeah. So we're gonna do a
top
show? 5. Yeah. Right off rip. Top of the show.
I'm already
top 5. So is it just things you love about Christmas?
Yeah, holidays, Christmas.
I'm doing
not
a neg list.
Day.
I think the day sucks.
So you
I'm gonna talk shit about it.
It's not just what happens on Christmas Day. It's like you can do anything just about the holiday season. So something that's related to just being in the holidays, whether it comes to
number one, there's no fireworks.
No fire. You could do the annual fireworks show. I don't know. You can do a lot of things. You don't have to be specific. Like, what's the best thing about it the day of?
Set up the rules because I know you're a big stickler for the rules.
But nothing like no New. I'm right. You're right. No New Year's, no stuff like that. Just after anything to the December 25th date, like from December 1st to December 25th. What do you like about that?
What if one of my things involves like the 27th of December?
What the fuck?
You gonna talk about Boxing Day? Nah, fuck that. You go to the 25th, and that's it.
Shit. Wait. What? Put it out there right now, because you're taking it automatically first. No, I'm kidding. I'm
not taking it first.
We'll veto it when it comes down to it. How are we picking who goes first? Do
I'll go last.
no, that's not how this goes.
I'll go first. A bunch of dumbass
Somebody,
holiday.
all right.
What a
I'll
Grinch.
all right. How many fingers am I holding up behind? One
What
or
are you doing with your
Devin,
fingers? God
one or
damn!
two.
I don't. It's on the camera. I don't want to see that.
Steve, do you want to go first or no?
One or two, Nick.
How many
What
fingers can I
number
stick?
am I holding behind my
I
head?
already said I don't want to go
One
first, so I don't.
or two. Pick the
3.
you sick fuck. How'd you know? It's three. You go first. You go first, you son of a bitch.
How did he know? That was amazing.
Ow.
Because I'm the
Are you Chris
fucking
Angel?
man.
Did you just
Yep,
mind fuck
mind
me?
fuck.
Stop it, Christopher! Get off of there! You're gonna die!
So do I actually have to go first?
No, I don't give a shit. You want me to go first?
All right, no, I'm going first. Now that you don't care, now I want to go first.
Oh my god. This is just
I'm
wild already.
He wants to snake draft it.
I'm going with what I should have gone with for the Thanksgiving one first. I'm going with the food.
I see. This is
What
where
is Christmas food? Because
yeah.
everybody's got
For me,
different
it's like
Christmas food.
For me,
Are
it's
you
like the
doing
same
Thanksgiving
thing
food?
as Thanksgiving food. Sometimes there's a prime rib instead of turkey. But a
Ham.
lot of like the sides are very similar.
Hams are big. There's a lot of Christmas hams out there in the world.
A lot of people eating fish.
So
A lot of fish floating around, swimming around for Christmas.
that's the
I'm
paisan.
not one of those people.
That's the paisan Christmas, isn't it? That's what they do. They eat all the fish. I want to
Yeah.
do that. That sounds great.
I don't like seafood.
What? Just in general?
What?
All
Yeah.
You know, it's an
I like
alright thing.
sushi's
You know,
fine.
it seems fine.
Most of the world is ocean, Nick. You're gonna have to get used to it when the polar ice caps melt. Be a lot of fish in your diet.
I'm just gonna die. I'll just die. It's fine.
One thing
Yeah,
we like.
I know you don't believe in global warming. That's basically what this top five's about.
I really
doesn't believe
created this
in-
podcast so that I could let everyone know I don't believe in global warming.
He's a
You
truther.
nailed it.
We're about to
Yep.
get right into it. 2021. That's our first one right there. First episode.
All right, who goes next?
I don't know.
I'll go next then, because
Yeah, I'll go last because obviously I'm going to win this because I love the holiday.
that's
So,
fine. I'm doing. You guys can do everything you love, you holly jolly fuckers. I hate driving on Christmas. That's my least favorite thing to do. Is on my day off is to drive hours and hours to go see family, to stop in, and I want to enjoy my day off at home in the comfort of my own home, not going to see
You're-
family.
You're thinking about the day too much. I feel like you gotta think outside of it.
What you said,
putting
I
up
can go
lights.
to the 25th, and I'm going. That's on the 25th. That was in the rules. I was listening.
It's his
I
first
pay
pick.
attention.
He has other picks. It's
Your
fine.
first pick is hate. Well, I guess you're doing the hate the holidays season.
Yeah, he's
so
a
I
hater.
guess
I'm a hate.
driving. I hope you
I don't-
fucking have to
I don't
drive
have a nice
1,000
house.
miles.
Why they got a nice house? Why I got to drive to everybody's nice house? Why they got two cars? I got one car.
Well,
Hate.
I think the positive about driving during the holidays, you set the parameters in terms of when you're getting home. You know what you're like. This is the schedule, honey. We're only staying a
It-
max 2 hours.
It's never
I'm-
soon enough.
You know that's
Never really enough.
if you're not controlling that issue, then you gotta consider that's on you. Then you need to figure it out. You better talk to yourself and be like, hey, I need to man up and tell my woman, we're going at this time. I'm driving. I'm Santa today. You know, I gotta drive everywhere on this holiday.
I'll tell you when I'm coming down our chimney. You know what I mean?
Well, we gotta make some time so I can stuff you tonight, honey.
Oh,
You're gonna unwrap this dick.
So your number one thing you hate about Christmas is driving. I
Yeah.
feel like you could say that literally about any holiday. You just probably just don't like driving that much.
With Christmas, I feel like you're obligated to go to more. In my family, I'm obligated to go to more family Christmas things than I am
Right.
like I'm not driving to my grandparents for fucking the 4th of July.
Blow up fire. You love it though. You love fireworks. I'm surprised you
Unless
don't go around like
unless
that.
I'm putting cherry bombs in their mailbox and I'm driving off real fast.
Yeah, TP'd my grandma's house for the 4th of July.
Yeah. And that doesn't take long.
No, we're in
I'm
and
in and
out
I'm out. Yeah.
immediately. All right, Steve, you got 2.
Are we doing snake draft?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always snake draft.
Cool. So my number one favorite thing about the holidays is the presents. Duh. I got everything I wanted as a kid. Sick as fuck. Thanks, mom and dad. I was that kid. Got a GameCube and a holographic Charizard one year, and that was the greatest Christmas ever. So the presents obviously won. I
Got a
don't like.
Gamecast.
I would.
You're about to send me onto Devin's side of being a hater. You keep talking about how great your Christmases are.
Yeah, never had a
Yeah.
bad one.
We're we're children of broken homes. Our Christmases sucked.
Gifts, presents nowadays as a older person suck ass. Like I hate giving gifts. They're not fun.
No, you go positive. If you don't go to the dark side, that's where I live.
The
You're a happy-go-lucky, holly
true.
jolly
I
fucker.
like I
I am
like
a neg guy.
I like seeing people happy when I get them the gifts that they want. You're all
I'm
right.
Devin Neggy.
Yeah, you are. You are. You're just negative about anything except the 4th of July because of the fireworks.
Ooh.
Any holidays with fireworks, that's your. So summer holidays are your bag. Memorial Day, they don't
I
blow up
like
fireworks
Thanksgiving.
though. You talk shit about it. You said you didn't like it from the podcast I heard. You didn't like it that much. You said being with family isn't even a pick that you liked. I'm not gonna go back to that draft. I'm sick of talking about that draft because it was bad.
You're the
So
one that keeps bringing it up.
no,
Move on.
no. Okay.
You're the one who started by saying I love presents, and now I don't like
Presents.
presents.
Do you not like presents, Devin? I don't like giving presents. I like
Well,
getting them.
let me get to my list.
How old are you guys when you found out Santa Claus wasn't real? One more thing.
The fuck? What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, sorry.
Who is not what now? What? Sorry.
What the fuck? He's in
Spoiler.
so
Hey,
many
Oh,
movies.
spoiler.
spoiler alert.
You trying to tell me
That
Mel Gibson
motherfucker
is not
fake as
real?
shit.
We have a large audience in the 1 to 8-year-old
Most of
demographic.
these people listening are toddlers. What are you
Hey, if your
talking
kids
about?
are listening to this, sorry.
He's
Sorry
at
about
every
that.
mall every year. What are you talking about?
I mean, some of these kids gotta realize now this motherfucker can't be everywhere all the time now. Come on. I'll take you to 2 malls. You'll see 2 different people. You'll think, what the hell? No, I'm kidding. Kids, don't hate
Same
me.
guy.
My second pick, my one of my favorite things about the holidays is putting up a Christmas tree, getting a real tree, getting the nice smell of a evergreen in your house, and
Do
getting
you cut it
pine
down
needles
like
everywhere.
Christmas Vacation?
No,
You go out in
I'm not
the state
rugged.
park, you
I,
climb something and
I'm not a rugged fellow like that.
chop her down.
I just go to a parking lot and they cut them for me, and they cut a little bit extra off. So
If you go to the parking lot, what are they cutting down for you?
they already got them cut. They just got them all lined up there, and I'm like, just grab this one.
How much does a tree cost? I've never bought one.
Live
45.
one was what, 60, no, 50, $60 depending on the size. The smallest
Oh, that's
one,
reasonable.
smallest ones like that are live, you can probably get for like $30. Or you can get like
Okay.
a rosemary twig, like a bunch of rosemary twigs, and do it like that. Pay like $10 to do it at grocery stores.
Talking about getting like that little package of rosemary sprigs.
Yeah, yeah, just put a tree up yourself, little baby one.
There you go.
The
Some
smallest
Charlie Brown
ornament.
action.
So
All
presents
right,
tree,
Devin.
pretty good so far. What do you hate
Okay.
about this
Okay.
now?
I'm gonna go presents. I think like you having to buy stuff for other people, like that's a lot of time, that's a lot of effort, that's a lot of money. What if you get something nobody's gonna like whatever you get them? My philosophy
True.
is I'm gonna buy you something that I want to play with. So then that way, at least one of us is happy
You're
for
Homer
Christmas.
Simpson. You're the Homer Simpson. You buy your bowling ball for Sue's.
Yeah. Absolutely, I would. I know my brother's not going to listen to this. I bought him a Lego set. I'll be damned if I'm not putting that Lego set together.
I do love a good Lego set.
You know what I don't love is how expensive Lego sets are. That shit's
So
insane.
expensive.
They're
I don't
Why?
understand.
ridiculous.
You give me the money and then you put it together. That's a crazy fucking idea.
And they're like not that great of like they're just pieces
Okay.
of plastic. I mean, they're pieces of they're not like that great
They're
of
cool,
like,
but I'm not spending $1,000 on a tiny ass Millennium Falcon.
some of them are ridiculous. And Cody Parkey just missed a kick.
Because he's a loser.
That's funny. Good
I
old.
think
Don't
buying
forget, it's the
presents for
holidays.
stuff sucks.
Yeah, you just aren't a good present getter. You just don't know what people
No,
like.
I'm great at it, but it takes me a long
Nah.
time. I gotta put
If
a lot of
you were
thought
so
into
great at
it,
it, you wouldn't
a lot
like
of
it. You'd
effort,
like it.
and because everybody knows how funny, how creative, and how just really smart I am, it's got to be a good gift. The expectations are always high, and that's why it takes me so long.
God, you
Because I'm
think
the best.
way too highly of yourself. Like everyone's sitting pins and needles for your fucking gift. I throw out your fucking gift right after I leave your house. It's in the dumpster.
Nope. It's everybody's favorite thing. They look forward to it every year, and that's a lot of pressure. And I don't need
What's
that.
Devin's gift?
On
What is the
Everybody's sitting
best
with
gift?
bated breath.
What's the
yeah,
best gift you ever given, Devin? Let me guess.
my presence is a present.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Boo.
I
Oh,
got you
shit.
Boo.
time with me for Christmas.
No, we said good gift.
That I haven't. That I choose
All right.
not to do.
Winning kickball was a pretty strong. That's an early Christmas gift. You were very
You're welcome.
pivotal.
So that's my first two. I'm going the commute, the Christmas commute. Are you eating soup right now? What the fuck?
No,
You just came off camera with a spoon of mac and cheese? What the fuck was that?
funfetti cake. It's finished.
Motherfucker, you're eating funfetti cake in the middle of the podcast?
We've
Yeah,
been sitting here for
motherfucker. It's
30 minutes, and
Motherfucker,
you out of nowhere get
it's
the,
the
the last
motherfucking most
bite.
wonderful.
It's the last bite of funfetti cake. You've been sitting on the plate for a half hour.
It's the
What a
most
mess.
wonderful
What a
time of the year. What are
disaster.
you? It's my brain food right now. I gotta think about these next picks.
Yeah, you need it, clearly. Am I up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up.
I'm up. Okay, so I'm going with one that's not just like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, but pretty much the whole month of December. It's the end of the football season / beginning of the playoffs.
Playoffs?
There's no better time. Everybody's rounding into form. Playoffs about to start. If you're like me, you're losing in the second round of fantasy football playoffs, but we won't talk about that.
Good.
But this is shut up, bitch. This is
I was rooting
the
for you.
best time of football, I think. I don't remember exactly when the championship round and everything is, but this time when the season's everybody's in the hunt. Yeah, everybody gets to get mad at that Alabama and Notre Dame and Clemson and Ohio State are in the playoff. Like, of course they're going to be in the playoff. I don't care if Ohio State has played 5 games or 1 game. They're in. Notre Dame's in. Texas A&M's not getting in. I'm sorry. Back to my greater point. The sport of football. Way better in December.
It's the time
I
of
agree
year
with
for
that.
it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good pick. Voters, just number 2. I don't know if it's a high pick Christmas list. Nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
think
you're
about.
right. We're right. Yeah, you're on number 3.
So you take
I'm just
all
talking to the voters.
football
Nick, it's
games?
fine.
Do you take
Nick,
all football
I think
games?
it's great. Nick, your pick
I
is
take
great.
holiday football games, yes.
Fuck, dude,
Go.
that's such bullshit.
Why?
Because I
Yeah, if
got
you
a pick
wanted it so bad, you
specifically
call it.
for. I have one pick specifically that I want to save for the end.
You can make an honorable mention, but I already got football.
Text me what it is so I can say it before you.
Okay, for sure.
Also, this one's more so just specific to me, and also because of the COVID, I can't travel home. But on Christmas, it's going to be 70 degrees out here in Arizona. So I like that.
So you like that you live in Arizona during December. That's your favorite thing about
you like
Christmas?
football, and you like that you live in Arizona. Voters, just so you be
That's
real clear about what
Also
Nick's saying
food.
here.
Also food.
Food, football, and Arizona. Top 3,
I'll be
baby.
that's
honest.
like any holiday.
Christmas is not my favorite holiday. So those are
Yes.
good. Those are 3 good things. And if you don't agree, I'm not the one that's wrong.
Come to the dark side.
I
Devin,
might.
pick something you hate. Give me something.
Number 3. Oh, I could go on for years about this. Number 3. Number 3. Can we get like a sound clip in there that goes number 3 coming at you?
No, we can't.
I worked retail for a lot of my life, and I would say the worst thing about
Oh, here we
Christmas
go.
is the month of December. I gotta listen to the same fucking Mariah Carey song, "What She Wants for Christmas," on loop about 100 times a day
So who you
until for
voting?
25 days.
What's your who
The
you
music,
picking?
Christmas music, is awful.
All right. I thought you were just gonna bash Mariah Carey. I thought you were picking her as the thing you hate.
I want to pick on Mariah Carey because I think where I work only owns the one Mariah Carey holiday album, and that's literally all I listen to for 25 days straight.
Here we go. I thought you were gonna say something like the shoppers treated you bad as a retail store worker. I was about to say, don't care. Get back to
Well,
fucking work. It's Christmas,
good,
all right.
good thing you waited to hear what I actually said. That's not what I said.
I was ready to roast your ass. You're lucky you didn't say something like that. I was about to go to
Christmas
town
music
on
is
you.
bad. Christmas music,
What's
not
your
good.
favorite Christmas song though? If you had to pick one, you probably like
Uh,
that horny song,
the
Santa
what?
Baby.
I probably can't stay. Oh no,
Oh yeah, that's one. The one where
that's
it's
the
like
one.
Well, there's
You
the
really
horny
can't
song and then
stay.
there's the rapey song.
No, you're gonna stay. I really want to go. I'm gonna put something in your drink.
lock the door.
Please don't touch me. The fuck over here.
Yeah, well, I don't. How did 2 of the most popular Christmas songs be a rapey one and a horny one? Where? Why?
What
Why?
is? How many girls are infatuated with fucking Santa Claus? I don't think that's a real thing.
All of them.
That sounds like a daddy's issue thing.
Yeah, that's a strange concept. In '60s, where people were like, "Yes, very much."
Weren't you the guy in
Me,
college who would dress up like Santa and go to the bars and go, "Hey, baby, want to sit on Santa's face?"
Oh yeah, there was that phase.
Worked a lot
phase.
for
That
you.
was 4 years. It was all 4 years.
The
You did it.
most
Not, you didn't even
wonderful
do it at
Friday.
Christmas time. You did it like in the middle of
Like, what
June.
the hell is
March,
he doing? It's
March,
92
middle of
degrees
March.
out.
Hey, baby, you want to sit on Santa's face?
It's Easter Santa time.
It's amazing how much it worked. I will say that it did work most of the time.
Without washing the suit once.
Not once.
Whose
Well,
turn is it?
it's my turn.
Oh,
Stevens.
I guess I'm picking something that I love about the holidays.
yeah, you got 2.
Hanging up lights. I like how houses and places have to hang up Christmas lights, and everything looks all pretty with Christmas lights during the season. And no holiday does that shit. Like you don't see fucking except maybe Halloween, maybe, but it doesn't. It's not as extreme as like Christmas is. Like the whole city looks different. All the blocks look different too. It's nice. I don't like the. I'd say that what are my least favorite things nowadays is the synchronized houses to music with the lights. That's very played out. Just keep the lights on. You don't have to fucking blast music. You don't have to fucking wake up the neighbors to your timed every 20-minute presentation like it's obnoxious. I would hate to be a neighbor of somebody that had a house like that.
How are all the things on your list? You start off by saying, "I love the lights," and then by the end of it, you're like, "You know what? Also, I hate the lights."
Open faced. No, I
That's
say
just
I
lights
like
now.
lights. I like lights. I don't like the synchronized music lights. if you can't see a difference in my complaints, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's
How are you
very
doing?
distinct.
You're doing a very negative pro list.
Well, there's negatives to it. There's positives, as in the lights in general bring cheer to the world. The negative is people overdo it sometimes. Like it's almost like you got the Griswolds in real life, and they just are overdoing it with the lights. That's a joke. That movie's a comedy. You're not supposed to be that person.
That's a great movie.
I'm about to pick it. That's my next pick. Just Christmas Vacation. Just that movie. We watched it recently, like 3 days
Awesome.
ago.
Would you say that you watched it because it's close to Christmas, or
Yeah, and I like, but I do like all the vacation. I like Vegas Vacation. I like Summer Vacation, but Christmas Vacation's great. I mean, it's up there as one of
do
the
you like
best
the new one
vacation.
with Ed Helms?
No, I don't. I didn't even watch it. That's how much I hated it.
I
The
think I
idea
turned it
of him
off.
being Clark Griswold or related, or what is he, Rusty? That's just dumb. I don't like that. Fuck that.
Ru- Rusty Boner Griswold.
Cousin Eddie. I mean, how can you not like Cousin Eddie?
Cousin Eddie is the best. If you don't have a Cousin Eddie family, I feel bad for you.
You serious,
We have
Clark?
we have one for sure.
There's always just that one guy.
And
That's
let me tell you this: if you don't think your family has a Cousin Eddie, sorry, Buster Brown, you're it.
it's just like, who is my cousin Eddie? And you're just eating the raunchiest shit ever, and just smell like fucking garlic all the time.
Yeah.
Devin,
This one's tough because I'm not including all of them, but I will include most of them. I'm going to say Christmas movies.
you just hate Christmas movies?
I'm not going to watch them.
There's got to be one you like, except Christmas Vacation.
I
Outside
like
of that one.
I like some of the classic stop motion ones. Like I'll watch those.
Those are the worst ones. Those are the lamest shit. You like those?
Like A Year Without Santa. That one's great.
Like the Heat Miser one? Like, you like
Hell
that?
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Them shits are the lamest ones. You like the lame shit.
What do you like, the Hallmark ones where
Yeah, we
girl
just
goes
did.
home for Christmas and
Funny
then
you say that. We just
she's
watched the
this
Hallmark
this guy
Christmas
beats her
movie.
and then he sees a guy with a nice sweater on and then they
No, they're
fall in
not doing the
love.
Drew Peterson fucking Christmas movie, Devin.
Yeah, I don't really like Christmas movies.
All
You do
right.
like Christmas Vacation. So take back everything
Like
you literally just
Elf,
said about that
maybe.
movie. That
Maybe
no.
Elf.
Elf's good.
Elf's a
Can I
classic.
can I say something?
No.
People that dress and act like
Nuh-uh.
Buddy the Elf suck. Just don't.
Who does that?
Well, yeah.
People
Who
that
does that?
there's this themed bar that's on Clark. It's Stretch. Stretch does an elf themed bar, and the guy acts like Buddy the Elf down Clark Street, and it's kind of annoying.
That
Like
would be very
Yeah, that's
anybody
annoying.
who acts like that's annoying, but the movie's funny.
Correct. That's a correct take.
James Caan's in it, I forget.
Yeah.
Bold
I didn't
actor.
know John Favreau directed it. I didn't
He
know that.
did. You like Fred Claus? Is that your movie, Devin? Fred Claus?
I've never seen it. Never will
Paul
see it.
Giamatti plays Santa.
I kind of want to see the one where Mel Gibson kills people and he's Santa Claus. That's the one
Yeah.
I do want to see.
I heard it's
Just out of
sick.
curiosity.
Yeah, I just like Mel Gibson.
I heard it's getting Oscar buzz.
Stop eating cake,
Let them
you
have cake.
motherfucker.
Let
Is that
the
made out of
kids
cake?
eat the cake.
Is that made out of cake?
God damn
Yeah, are
it.
you a cake, son?
All right, my last pick
Wait, no,
is
we're on.
more so for
You're not.
what?
This isn't the. This is your fourth pick,
Yeah. Oh, we're doing 5.
unless you
Yeah.
want to do fourth. You buster.
I just lost
Already
track.
give up.
Sorry, so I'm gonna do 4 and 5. So number 4 is more so like when you're a kid, but I don't know if you guys did this, but we would go. I think it was Christmas Eve. We would go to my grandma's house, and like everybody would have their presents there, and that moment of anticipation right before you're about to open all the presents, and everybody's super hyped, and like all the kids are running around, and they can't, and you got to grab all the gifts, and it's just pandemonium. That was very fun.
So no, I've never, Nick. I've never been to your grandma's for Christmas Eve.
Mine specific. I don't know if you've
You're
been to my
missing out,
grandmother's house.
dude. You're missing out.
Oh fuck, that is fun. I know what you're talking about. It's a
Yeah,
Chris. That's why, Devin, you don't get anybody together during Christmas Eve. You don't do anything Christmas Eve.
Well, it depends. Like we do different families on different days. So, like when I was growing up, we do Christmas Eve at my dad's, and then Christmas Day we do it at my mom slash grandma's. So now we'll do it like, we gotta go to like 4 different places. Sometimes we go Christmas
yeah.
Eve, sometimes we go Christmas Day.
I don't understand how that's supposed to work because, like, eventually you like your family tree continues to grow typically, right?
Yeah,
So
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
just going to get to a point where you have to. Oh, this is number 3 of 16 Christmases
you're
we have to
eventually
go
just
to
gonna have
today.
to host it
Right.
for you and Sue's. You're just gonna have to host
Well,
Christmas.
I'm sure like I'll hate it less once I don't have to go anywhere. But as it stands now, I do hate it. I just don't like the day.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
a
mean,
day off that I don't really get a day off.
Christmas Eve is the way bigger deal in our house. I mean, we host our family party. That's our events for our family.
Hosting is kind of the lesser of two evils because you have to prep all the stuff, but like you have a built-in excuse for not having to go anywhere else.
Yeah, and you just can tell people too. It's like, you bring someone. Like, what are you gonna say? No. It's like, well, then I'm
It
taking
also
your
depends
fucking
on who's
shit
on the
out. You're not
guest
going.
list. Because I've been
Yeah.
to Christmas parties at people's houses and like they have to invite people because it's, I don't know, like family or something. Sometimes your family's weird. You don't want them at your house for.
Yeah, I invite Kevin Hart every year. He has to be on the list. So if he ever comes one year, sorry, Grandma, you ain't coming in. You
Yeah, but
out.
you tell them like 6:30. You tell them a late time.
Yeah, I don't
So
want
you're
him.
just there for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want him to take too much time out of his day. I just, it'd be nice for him to stop in.
Like, hey, if you've got a minute, we'd love to see you.
We've seen enough of Gam Gam. I'm done.
That was 4.
No, that was wait. What was your third pick?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh wait, no wait. Jeez, I don't know how I'm an idiot. This is your last pick.
My last pick is again something that's not really applicable anymore, but just getting the Christmas break, like when you were in elementary school or high school and it was 2 weeks, and then when you're in college and it was a full month. That was great.
Those are great. Yeah, the full month. That was an experience. That was
Life
great.
changing. Having a full month off for Christmas,
December's were
unbelievable.
amazing. Yeah, I would say those were a good bar month for me, at least. You could just go anywhere. I went to Big Shitty a lot during winter breaks for some reason. Don't know why.
Plenty of time to be dressed up like Santa.
Devin, what's
All
the
right,
last
so
thing
I'm
you
done.
hate?
Fuck. I had a good one and then I forgot it. So if you want to do your fifth one to give me time to try to
It's not
think of
how
it
a
again,
draft works.
I would
I mean, he's not
appreciate
going to
that.
take yours. He's technically doing the exact opposite of
I'm
what you're
doing the
going to do.
opposite of you.
True.
Do you
All right.
understand?
No, I don't. Continue.
Oh,
My
go ahead.
last pick. Uh, I'd say this is a good. This is
Got it.
this
I
is
got
the
it again.
one.
Wait, I'm gonna go.
Go,
Yeah,
go.
go
The
ahead.
Salvation Army people outside of stores who guilt you and will guilt you and guilt you until you give them money. I just want to buy my groceries, ma'am.
So you're just
Like,
saying you
Get
hate
your
the
get
troops.
your
You don't like the
get your
troops.
bell out of my face. No, I'm just saying these people are very aggressive. I don't know how they're allowed to
You
be that aggressive
you don't
to ask
support the
for.
troops. You don't support
What
the
do you mean?
troops. You're saying
Do you,
How
Salvation
do you
Army.
many?
think do you think the Salvation Army
Yeah,
is the army?
yeah.
Do you think that
Marines.
they're actually
Yeah,
we gotta
Marines,
send in the
Army,
Salvation Army?
Marines,
There
Army, Navy, Air Force,
a lot of
Salvation. I don't know what the
lot of
fuck you're talking
casualties
about.
in in the Salvation Army today. We're gonna post them out for the troops we love.
All right. So, do you give once and then in your mind you're like, "Oh, I'm good for the rest of them," or do you give 0? Or do you
I think
give a little bit to all of them?
I think I gave once like 5 years ago, and I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Do you give once per season and then to the rest of them you're like, oh no, I already donated, but thank you?
Because they don't know that. But I got to go to the grocery store every couple of weeks. They're always going to be there. And you go Christmas shopping, they're outside of the Walmart.
God, how
They're
weird
very
are
aggressive.
you? You don't need to look. They're how aggressive? They're not fucking like grabbing you and being like, "Give me any fucking loose change in your pockets, you son of a bitch."
Maybe not to the stores that you go to, but
Yeah, I was about to
the
say.
guilt trip you get when you leave the grocery store and you don't give,
I don't know
it
who's
sticks
putting
with
this
me
guilt on
for the
you.
drive home, and then I'm fine. But
I feel
I
like
don't
there's
like it.
I feel like there's a lot more behind this. There's a lot
That's a
more
rough
guilt
job
you're
too.
holding.
You could stand out there for 8 hours a day, just shaking your bell at people.
Yeah, that's what you do for free,
Sounds
Devin.
like you just feel guilty that you haven't donated enough.
Well, how much is enough? When will enough be enough?
When the guilt stops,
When we can bring the Salvation Army home?
Devin's gonna go
bring
up.
the troops home from overseas.
He's gonna. Yeah.
Bring.
Hasn't the Salvation Army suffered enough? They've been in Iraq too long, for my
I
opinion.
am a 4-star general of the Salvation Army.
All right, my last pick. So I have the presents, the tree, the lights, Christmas vacation. I'll pick my last one. Pick eggnog. It's the only time of year you can drink eggnog.
I will say you listed your top 4 things, and I was like, if I was pro Christmas, like you got a lot of the good ones, and then you end on eggnog, you
Eggnog's
fucking
not
idiot,
good.
and you tanked it. You really shit the bed on the fifth pick.
Well, I was gonna tell you the last one I had in mind. It's too specific, and it would have really tanked it because I don't think it would have landed with you. But it was
Is it
getting
about grandma's, your Nick's
to
grandma's
no,
house? What the other thing I
no,
love about Nick's grandma's
no.
house?
It's essentially that, but it's getting together with my family on Christmas Eve and watching the whole Holiday Bowl in Hawaii because it's the only football game typically on Christmas Eve is the Holiday Bowl. So that would have been one of my to go picks, but Nick picked all of football, so I didn't want to take it.
Gotcha.
But you know what
Hey,
I'm talking
if
about, right?
it meant that much to you, you should have picked it sooner.
It does mean a lot to me.
I don't think I've ever had eggnog.
It's good. It's egg. You just crack a couple eggs, just drink
The
Pour
that.
some
name
rum.
really,
You crack eggs, you whisk them, you pour some rum in there, you drink it. That's eggnog.
Bam,
yeah, that sounds
bam.
awful.
Bam. Maybe a little nutmeg, maybe a little cinnamon. It
It's
doesn't sound good.
Toss that,
it's nice and
toss that right
chunky.
down the sink. Ugh.
Nice and chunky. So it's just like, hey, people like sour cream, so it's basically the same thing. Sour eggs.
I'll say you did a terrible job of selling it.
Hey, it's not for many. I'll happily drink your eggnog if you don't want it. Just give me a little brandy with it on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Hard pass.
What
All
is
right, is
your
that it?
holiday drink? What do you drink on the holiday?
Cider. Hot cider with rum.
Beer.
I don't know. I don't really have a
Holiday
specific
beer.
holiday
Can I
drink.
say it, Devin? Holiday beers suck. I'm sorry. I was gonna say when you were talking about your advent calendar, but I didn't want to
Well,
bring it
I
up
mean,
to you right there. Holiday beers suck.
they're not holiday German beers.
Ah, okay. But do you agree with me though? Holiday beers mostly suck.
They taste like Christmas trees.
Yeah, that's
When
bad.
you said that last time, I didn't know if that was you meant that was a good. I drafted trees, so I like them. I don't know if you like the
But
taste
I
of
don't want to
Christmas
drink
trees.
them.
Ah.
No, I feel like some IPAs taste like that. And that's why I'm not like crazy about IPAs. They're not my favorite drink.
Yeah, it's just like Christmas beers. They're not fun. Like they don't
You're
think
like Revolution's Fistmas.
no. That's no anything that sounds like that too. They use fist too much, in my opinion.
They're not good.
So like less fisting, please.
Revolution Fister.
Fist, fist in your ass. Revolution.
My favorite beer name. It's this company out from their from Chesney Park. They have this thing called Vanilla Bitch Slap, and I like it, but I have to order it and then immediately apologize to the waitress.
I'm so sorry.
I'll have the Vanilla Bitch Slap. I'm so sorry. I say it real quiet
No,
under
I
my
get it.
breath. I'll have the
Vanilla
vanilla bitch slap.
Yeah,
What did
I'm
you
sorry,
just
what?
say?
I feel like
Music's loud. What?
And she slapped me.
uh,
There's
I
your top 5.
I like the mixture. Devin really told us how much he hates Christmas, and
Yeah.
told you how much I liked it. Nick said basically he's indifferent about it. He likes
Nick
to do
had a very neutral
stuff.
list.
Mine was great. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Do you
I
want
got
to know what
food,
we?
football,
You didn't get food for
Christmas
Thanksgiving,
break,
and you're gonna think that
opening
getting
presents.
food for Christmas is good.
He
Whatever,
he went
Yeah,
hard
whatever.
on that one first. Can I tell you what we didn't do? Can I do a bonus pick?
Yeah, what did
sure.
we put? What did we
Something
put
that I
up
think
there?
we need at Christmas that we don't have:
Jesus,
pizza.
no.
I'll kill everyone here.
Little Christmas pizzas. Fuck.
You don't think Santa wants some za when he's coming down the chimney?
You don't think the Pilgrims wanted some pizza?
No,
They would have loved it.
that didn't. Isn't Christopher Columbus Italian? That motherfucker should be making pizza. You get off the boat making. I'm making a pizza. Get out of here.
Hey, Indians, you want
Finally,
some pizza?
America.
We're not Indians. Ah, you're Indians. You want some pizza?
He's just flipping the dough as he's walking down the road. Whatever.
What do you mean?
Elf on a
Whatever.
shelf.
So,
I thought you were a big elf on a shelf guy.
that's for the kids, right?
Yeah, I never did that. Fuck that.
Yeah, I didn't know
Elves
what
are
that
weird.
was.
That's a recent thing. That wasn't a thing when we were kids.
That's what I thought too. That's fairly recent.
I'd have beat my parents up if they did some corny shit like that.
Fuck this little
You're just
thing.
hating on your
Dad,
parents.
fucking elf in the freezer. You're up all night waiting to hide this elf in the freezer.
You just smack some books he had in his hand for some reason. Just
Nerd.
bullying the shit out of your dad.
You know, it would probably be maybe a good pick. I don't even know if it's like Christmas related, but I mean, Nick didn't have any sledding. Sledding is a nice thing to
That's a
do during
winter
Christmas
activity.
time.
That's not something you do on Christmas.
Well, football watching is winter.
You explicitly said it's the entire holiday season, not just
Sledding.
Christmas.
Sledding. You can do that. I mean,
That
yeah, sure.
counts.
Sure, there's no snow, but
What are you
theoretically
talking
there
about?
should be.
Sometimes it doesn't even snow, and you said we can't go past the 25th. So you out in the mud,
Yeah,
you
okay.
mud
Let's
sledding.
say in an ideal world where it snows on Christmas every day during the holidays, you go sledding, ice skating. Ice skating would probably be one too. That's something I think we missed out on. Going to a Christmas market, we missed out on that.
Nope,
I don't like the Christmas market. I like ice skating, though.
You don't like Christmas markets? You don't like the German hot wine or stuff like that?
No.
nah, I'm
Too
good.
many people. A lot of people.
Too many cooks.
Not a fan.
You don't like the schnitzel? They do good schnitzels, and they do
I make
good
I can make
crepes.
schnitzel. I don't need to go somewhere.
Okay,
I
don't
make my
kill
own
me now.
schnitzel. I want to go to some fucking market, trick ass market.
He doesn't go to the
Sir,
market, Steve, okay?
You're scaring me, sir. Just
Mark
take
ass,
your
trick ass
schnitzel
mark.
and go.
Even have your schnitzel. Not that's the market.
Speaking of things that scare you, my feelings for the Chicago Bears scares me. Because I'm almost bought back in.
I'm not almost bought back, and I'm
He's full in.
signed, sealed, and delivered.
He's
I
balls
already
deep.
bought a ticket. I'm already thinking about the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that.
You know that we're Bears fans and we're gonna get hope. They're gonna beat Jacksonville. Then the Packers are gonna keep us out of the playoffs, and then we'll all be depressed again.
Funny as shit. It's hilarious, actually, how this is going to turn out.
Everybody's super hyped. The offense looks great. Defense looks like shit, but we still won. We got to play the Jacksonville shitty-ass Jaguars. We got blown out today. And then we'll play the Packers, and then we'll lose, and then we'll miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I really don't
Yep.
want this team to make the playoffs at all. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'll
Why?
take a playoff game. I definitely am concerned about. I don't know. I'm just concerned about where this team's going after this year. What is this playoff if they ever even if they made it? Like, what is this going to lead to? Like, they don't. It's just I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know what to root for anymore. It's just they. I guess they got to win out because they're not going to get a good draft pick.
It's always better when they win.
It is.
I would rather have them win. I know people want
It's.
them to tank.
I'm at this point where it's like now when they win, all I think about is, well, why the fuck couldn't they beat Detroit, and why the fuck couldn't they beat New Orleans in overtime? Why couldn't they go down the field and try to get a fucking field goal after their defense stopped them? Like, this team should be a
But at the
10-win
same
team right
time,
now.
yeah, at the same time they came from behind in 3 games by like double-digit deficits in the fourth quarter. So they could also have 3 more losses than they have right now.
Yeah, I guess, but
They could be like 4-10 right now.
yeah.
They're gonna lose to the Packers, miss the playoffs. We're gonna remain in football purgatory.
And they're
We're
not going
not
to
gonna have
fire
a
resign-
Nagy.
quarterback.
And they're not
They're
going to
gonna bring
fire
everybody
anybody.
back.
Yeah, that's the
Bring 'em
biggest
all back.
issue about this.
They're like, hey, the boys fought hard at the end. We just ran out of time.
Well, I'll say this: they better fight. If the Nagy's back, he better fucking fire Pagano because I am done with
That guy
him.
sucks.
No, this defense is so uninspiring now. Like they're really like a liability now. Like how is this possible? Like the offense is finally showing life, and now you guys are already done, tapped out.
Yeah, now you have a reason to play. Like the
Yeah,
offense is finally good.
it's just so frustrating. They're gonna get a break playing the fucking Jaguars and shit, but it's like they better show up against Green Bay. If they pull out the same shit they did the last game, it's just like, come on.
Need pressure.
Well, it's just they just yeah, that's all it is. And
Now
some
I don't know if I'm in or out. I think I talked myself out.
some
I think
point,
I'm halfway in. Just the tip.
Okay. Just to
For
see
me,
how it
it's
feels.
just the tip.
some point,
Fair.
sometimes I'm in, sometimes I'm out. I mean, that first half I was just very much excited. I mean, that whole game I was. I mean, it got kind of tight, but I mean, the Bears kind of had control most of that game. There was a point where like the Vikings scored like what 14-10 unanswered by end of the first half, start of the second or the third quarter. Outside of that, they were pretty much in control, and that pissed me off. They should have beat them the first time. It's like the fuck, dude. Like this team is. I don't know if they're better than their record or they're lucky. I really don't know because like now they're getting back into the groove and they're playing worse teams than they were playing when they were losing 6 straight games. But still,
They're
it's
like the Nicolas Cage of football. Is he a good
sexy.
actor? Is he a terrible actor? Nobody can tell. Nobody knows.
I think there's like 2 or 3 games that they won that they should have lost, and I think there's 2 or 3 games that they lost that they should have won. I think they might just be a 500 football team.
You know what's funny? This is basically like what the Lovey Smith era was, wasn't it? Like, I mean, Lovey never lost 6 straight games. I will never say that. So,
Lovey won a
but
lot of games.
yeah, but he also won 500 a lot. So this might be like a trend. Like maybe he has a winning season next year or something. But I
But
don't
their
think
their
Nagy's gonna
offense,
get
I don't
fired.
think their offense was ever this good under
Yeah.
Lovey Smith. Honestly, I think their defense maybe it was better because of turnovers, but I don't think he ever had an offense that was this good.
That's
Like
fair.
What
if you can name more than like 3 receivers from 2000 2010, I'd be fucking shocked.
now? Do you speak of the offense? Like, what's gonna happen with Mitch and Robinson now? Like, what happens with them if
Mitch has
they
still got to be good. Like, there's no way they're gonna re-sign him because you're gonna have to pay him
How? I mean, this is I
Then what do
don't.
you do? What
Well,
do
I
you do?
am
Who's
unless,
your
not,
quarterback?
dude. I
unless
am
you
not taking.
franchise
I'm
tag him.
done taking this risk, man. I am done taking this gamble of this team finding a quarterback. Like, this guy's showing some competency for the first time since like they made the playoffs. Let's just keep him around for 1 year again, see what
He does look a lot
happens.
better. I think the offensive line has looked really good the last 3 weeks, like, so they can run the ball. You can't run the
Yep.
offense without running the ball, and, like, Montgomery's not getting hit as soon as the ball's getting to him. Turns out he's a good running back.
Well, there's
Turns
more
out he's pretty
commitment to
good
the run.
once well, they're just better at it. Like, their line is better at blocking, so it's easier to stay with it. So that's one. I think the play calling's been a lot better since Nagy gave it up.
Yeah, I would
Like, they
agree.
can score touchdowns in the red zone. I'm not totally terrified every time they get inside the 20,
Yeah,
except for
that pick that Mitch
today was tough.
threw
Yeah,
was
it was
bad.
bad.
That was real bad.
Yeah, but you know what? He that happens sometimes. I'm
Oh,
sick of
okay.
I'm sick of dwelling on just it was his one interception because
He
I
had a
saw a
bad one.
quarterback that literally couldn't even throw a fucking football because he couldn't move out of the pocket like for 6 games, just being
True, but I think
terrible.
the difference is I was like the line is a lot better now than it was
Because
during
it was
that stretch,
reshifted. I mean, there's no difference outside. They just put them in different put them in different areas, right? They
and
just
they're
switched
better.
around.
Yeah, if your running back's going to get 146 yards and 2 touchdowns, that takes a lot of pressure off of the offense or off of the passing game. So it's going to
You can
make it a
just
lot
run
easier
a
to
lot of
do.
play action. Yeah,
Minnesota sucks. They're so bad. That
I
Kirk
don't know how their
Cousins
defense is that bad.
Kirk Cousins really is their Jay Cutler, like a nerdy, like in the terms of just on the football field, legitimately like just he some games he just looks so fucking good. Like, how is this guy not better? He's a great game manager. He can throw the ball kind of far. And then you get games like this where it's just like he holds onto the ball so long and just makes the worst decisions. I'm like, how can you hold on to the ball for this long and still make just a god awful decision throwing the football? Like, I don't get like I just
They
don't
still
get it.
almost won.
And they
Like
still
they
almost
still
won.
almost won,
Well, their receiving core is fucking
which is
incredible. They're really good. Their offense is
could you imagine if
amazing.
Diggs was still on that team? Those three would be fucking insane.
It's unbelievable. It's now you understand why they felt like they didn't really need to. I bet you they were targeting in on this receiver for a while, and they wanted him on their
Jeff
team.
Jeffrey, Jeff
Yeah,
Jefferson.
he's good, and Thielen's really good too. Like they're and Delvin
Yeah.
Cook is obviously become, in my opinion, the best running back in the league, and it's a damn shame that they're not
No,
better.
he's not.
Oh yeah, Derrick Henry definitely
Derrick
is, but
Henry is a
yeah,
monster.
that's true. But Dalvin Cook is second, I think. I really
Which
do
is
believe.
hilarious that they paid Zeke Elliott that much money and it was Pollard who went off today.
Don't
What
don't
a joke. Hold out for more money for a running back and then you pay him and then he sucks. I
yeah,
think
you
that's
don't
hilarious.
just don't pay running backs. The dumbest thing you can ever do. No
Ever.
point of it.
Not once pay a running back.
$0. Don't ever give him a single dollar. Speaking of Derrick Henry, Titans Lions. Titans smoked them. Not a
Yeah,
lot there.
they suck.
Matt Stafford playing through a rib injury looked okay, but I mean, if the other side of the ball is going to give up 46, Titans look good. Derrick Henry's good. It's cold out.
Yeah, Derrick
It's his
Henry's
time
we
to shine.
already talked about this. Like
They're
they just
good.
they're about to
Yeah.
Do
go
you
to
think they're
January.
Super Bowl worthy?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make it?
They if they get to play like a team
I mean,
like Baltimore
they
again, they'll do the same shit they did last year and they'll win. Like the fuck? Like it's
do you
just
think they can
so
beat the
easy.
Chiefs though?
I
Because the
mean, they
Chiefs are
almost
still
did
the best
last
team in that
year. They
conference.
just needed to do the exact same thing that they did last year, which is just use up all the play clocks they can. The only thing that's going to be a problem is if they just
Their
run out of
defense sucks.
gas. Yeah, that too. I mean, they just ran out of gas though. Like Derrick Henry was just getting beat up after a while. Like that man can only go through so much.
That team is basically the same thing to me as it was last year.
Oh
It's
well,
just a matter
Yeah.
of like how's it going to turn out this year. So
is
we'll see.
is Tannehill better? Did he improve? And that's a lot to ask. I mean, he improved so much last year. He was the most improved fucking player. So, like, if he can
Vrabel's
just,
a good coach, huh? I kind of
Yeah,
think he's a good football coach.
I think it's a mixture
Also,
of
I
that and
I
yeah.
that
think
team plays for him like hard as fuck.
what was the interview he did where he said he'd give up his right nut to win a Super Bowl or something like that?
Yeah,
Do you remember
I
that?
think he said he cut his dick off or
yeah,
something.
Yeah,
it's pretty
maybe he
sick.
did.
What a man.
That's the interview question. If they make it to Super Bowl week and they have the media day, excuse me. Remember when you said that you cut your dick off to win the Super Bowl, and then you
You
just
gonna
pull
do
out like
it?
scissors? You gonna do it?
Did you already do it?
Did you do it? Did you
Cut your
sacrifice
dick
your
off?
penis to Goodell so that you can win Super Bowl?
He just gives it to Goodell. He just shows up at his doorstep and throws it down on the ground.
It's my dick in a box.
It's like, well, I mean, he did it.
Oh,
We have to
they,
give it to him
they
now.
don't even play the game. It just you tune in and there gets the award ceremony. He's got the trophy already.
Yeah, it's basically just
They
a
won.
4-hour weekend concert.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd watch it.
Colts Texans. I guess we're gonna do this with the Colts. It looks like they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yep, they're in.
Yeah, you hate him. You're the one that hates him.
I don't trust Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, well,
He's so old and like he's been doing the same thing for so long.
it's pretty
Well,
unbelievable, and he's
when
about to
Mitch
lose in the
plays for
first
the
round
Colts
again.
next year, they might be pretty good.
I know
God
they
damn
are.
it.
And Philip
I
Rivers
bet he
plays for the
does. I
Bears.
bet he makes the playoffs next year.
Rivers to the Bears. Mitch traded for
No.
Rivers straight up.
No.
The Bears give them
need
a
some-
first round pick.
We need somebody older. He's too young.
No.
We bring
Ben
Older
back
than
Eli.
Roethlisberger.
Foles too, specifically.
Guys, we're gonna play with a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, Eli Manning.
It's basically just Tom Brady at this point, and Ben Roethlisberger's in the same class. That's it. Drew Brees?
He looked
I
Yeah.
think it's those three. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Old-ass
I'm all set.
motherfucker.
Speaking of old ass Tom Brady, the fucking Falcons, man, they just can't.
They're the
stop.
best worst team I've ever seen.
They were up. What was it 24-7?
Is it that fun to bring it
Yeah.
up anymore? Is it fun?
No, it's like
I don't
I'm,
even
like,
like
annoyed.
it. Yeah, I don't even like it anymore. I hate it. I hate how much
Do you
people
feel
like
bad
play.
for Matt Ryan? Because like he's a good
No.
Oh,
and ever since they fucked that Super Bowl up, his life has been awful.
yeah,
had a bad
He's
life.
fine. He'll
he
be
makes
okay.
too much money for me to ever feel bad about him.
True.
Okay. I don't feel bad about anybody in the NFL.
You never did to begin with. Who do you feel bad about typically?
That's true. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, you
I think
said
I'm pretty sure I had that take before.
Yeah, you've distinctly probably called me out for saying I feel bad. Hey, you feel
Probably.
bad about they make so much money, man.
That does sound like something that
Sounds like exactly. That was your best
I would
impression
have
you've
said
done
more
so far.
blah.
Thank you.
More blah next.
But yeah, it's gotten to the apathy point with the Falcons. It's like, yeah, of course they blew a big lead. Of course they did.
Quit showing me this.
What are
I
they
don't
gonna do?
give a fuck
Put 'em down.
anymore. God,
Quit
showing. They just show me the final score. I don't care how they got there. They lost. I don't care. I get it.
Even when it was 24-7, I'm like, okay, but yeah, the Falcons are gonna lose. Like Tom Brady looks like shit. Yes, correct. Falcons are still gonna lose this.
Dude, SportsCenter gets like a boner every time it happens. They're like, everybody crop out every score of the Falcons games that they eventually lost. Like all these scores, like the Falcons lost all these games. It's just so bad.
Well, when your team
get
song is The Sound of Silence, like it's gonna be a pretty depressing year.
It's comical though this year, though. Honestly, how many times it's happened? It's like the fourth
Just fold
time.
the franchise. It's fine.
On the
Just fold
opposite
them.
side, though, the Chargers won.
That is true. Dude, your Raiders, man.
Yeah, they're kind
They're
of
bad.
I don't know.
They're out. I think
When
they're
did we talk
eliminated,
about we said that you can't fire Gruden. Like
No,
I
you can't
don't
fire
think that money is like guaranteed. I'd fire him fucking sooner
I
than
wouldn't.
ever. Why the
Fire
fuck
him.
not? He is
Keep him.
so. It's so whatever. Like
He's a grinder.
It's the problem with the guy like John Gruden is that people highlight his wins way more than the times that he loses, and he loses a lot more than he
He's
wins.
won a lot.
Not really.
Yeah, but it was like, what was he, like 41-64 or something over his last however long? Like
he took
he
over
hasn't been
a
good for
bad
a
team
while.
though. Like he took over a team that had like 6 first-round picks
Yeah, but they should
his
be.
second
This is
year.
the year that they should be competitive. Like this is like the time. Like their like their rookies last year showed it enough to where they could be something. And their defense sucks now. Like that was supposed to be like one of their
They're
highlights.
underachieving, yeah.
Yeah, it
But
sucks.
I don't think you can fire him yet.
I don't know. They fired their fucking defensive coordinator like on the spot. Like that was one of
That's what
Gruden's
you do.
best
You blame
friends.
somebody else.
Yeah, but that's not a good
Yeah.
sign for him either. That's showing me that he's kind of worried a little bit. Like he's got to
Just
do
keep firing
something.
coordinators.
You can't do that
Yep.
all the fucking time. Like eventually you fire
All of
enough
them.
of them, then they look at you and they're saying, "What kind of judgment do you have? You're bringing all these schleps in and you're
No,
firing them."
that's like the Trump method. Things start getting heated on you, you just fire somebody else.
All right, you're out. Next.
You're out. You fired.
See ya. So Chargers, like, if they keep winning, they're not going to keep Anthony Lynn, right? He's still got to
Oh,
go.
he's getting an
I don't
extension.
know. I think he
Oh
might come
God,
back
Yeah, he's coming back. What
because
are you
no.
talking about?
they drafted one hell of a quarterback. It turns out.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel like
Yeah, but like Anthony Lynn's so stupid.
yeah.
It like if it wasn't for his incompetence, they'd be way better.
I think
I
that
think
there's
they'd
They're
be
a
five
lot
and
of.
nine.
I think he
They
can
could
blame.
easily.
He can easily use the it's a rookie quarterback as the excuse for this year to save
The
himself.
rookie was the best part.
Yeah, but he still made mistakes, enough of them to lose games. That you can
No,
easily do
dude.
it. You can make the
No,
argument.
dude. Anthony Lynn has made mistakes to lose multiple games.
Well, he's gonna
Remember when
find.
he dropped that touchdown? He dropped that game
You
winning
remember?
touchdown.
I,
Remember
You
that?
how can
remember?
I forget? I told Anthony, take off those shoulder pads. You ain't going in. He's
I
like,
got
no.
this, coach. Please, just let us play. This is my team.
All right.
Put the team on my back.
Why are you getting so hot?
They got to get rid of him
Why are you getting so upset about it?
because he's fucking stupid. He sucks
Oh
and he's dumb.
shit!
He's not good. He makes so many every single game he makes multiple mistakes in critical moments.
Why don't you tell that to his face and let's see what his
Yeah,
response is.
I'll drop
All
that
right.
motherfucker. I'm not calling him dad.
Just go to the parking lot and just fist fight Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, you're a bad coach.
I'm not even a fan of this team. Why do I care so much?
You're a terrible coach.
You know a team that I am a fan of? My Buffalo Bills.
The Bills.
Boobalo.
So
How
good.
about this, Nick? If the Bills win the Super Bowl, me and Steve will do a table jump into Lake Michigan.
That's
A
fair.
Bills Mafia table jump.
So we throw a table in the lake and you throw me in it?
Yeah.
No. That
We'll
doesn't
figure
You know
out the
what?
logistics.
You've seen that. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh
What
yeah.
Bills fans do?
Oh
They
yeah.
jump through tables. We're going to
Of
do it
course.
into the lake.
You know,
Yeah.
they're saying if they make the playoffs that they'll
They made it
allow.
already.
Well,
Yeah,
Are
they're
they
in. They clinched.
they might allow people to go to the games. That
in Buffalo?
Cuomo.
Oh.
I mean, that'd be cool. I like Buffalo too. I think that'd be fun. I think they're due.
I think they're more than due. I think that I think it's their year. I think they're really good. I mean,
I don't think
I
it's
think
their
it.
year.
I think it sucks for them that the 1 year that they're good in the past like 25 years, fans can't go to the stadium.
yeah, it's depressing. Honestly,
I
I
don't
think
feel
that
bad for them.
sucks.
They make millions of dollars.
The
Now
fans?
I have to do this hard take every time.
the fans make millions of dollars.
All
I
of
mean,
these
they're
rich Buffalo fans. I don't feel bad for them.
Buffalo, the city
Fair.
of millionaires. That's their logo.
Why they got Niagara Falls? I don't got Niagara Falls. Hate.
I don't know why they scheduled two of the worst games on Saturday, but like these were never going to be close. I'm
I didn't
surprised the
watch.
Packers Panthers game was as close as it was, but the Packers just quit playing football second half, so
Can
it
I
was actually close.
can I be honest? Didn't
No.
know that game was happening until I randomly saw it on television. I
That's
was
fair.
like, "Oh,
I think that's fair.
this is real. This is going on tonight. Oh, okay. Well, I
Is
guess I
this
can watch
real
this second."
life?
Yeah,
Is
the
this
Yeah,
gonna be forever?
Packers looked great the first half. They were up 21-3, and then they
yeah,
scored another 3 points the rest of the
I
game.
don't get the Packers. So are they good, or is it just like they just
No,
play
they're
down to
good.
their competition sometimes? Or
I think
Yeah.
they are.
I can just see their.
I think they're like a better version of the Bucks.
I just think they're a good football team.
Oh, okay.
They can run the
You're
football.
really
They
going
can
out
throw
there
the
on them.
football. Their defense isn't the best, but I mean, when you're playing with the lead all of the time and you don't have to worry about other teams running the football, it makes it a little bit easier.
Would you say that they run the football?
The Packers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they run the ball.
Well, they
They
do it
do a good
well.
job. That guy, he good.
Is he the best?
He's
No,
underrated.
Is he top 5?
probably.
Yeah.
Top 5 right
Aaron,
now.
Derrick
I don't know.
Henry. That's playing because
Hold
I
on.
mean you can't put
Yeah.
Saquon up there. Can't put Christian in there.
I don't
Put
even think
Dalvin in
Saquon
there.
would have been up
Dalvin's in
there.
there.
Dalvin's in there for show.
I'm saying Henry, Dalvin,
Aaron.
Chubb. Chubb is definitely up there
Correct.
He good.
as he just gets a touchdown right now.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
Baltimore Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars
Baltimore.
suck.
Jacksonville sucked. They may have gotten themselves Trevor Lawrence today because the Jets beat the Rams.
Dummies.
So the worst thing that they could possibly do, win a game, they did it because they're the Jets. And now they're tied with Jacksonville, and the tiebreaker is strength of schedule. And if all else holds up, they should still have it through strength of schedule that Jacksonville gets the number 1 pick.
It's
So
embarrassing.
that's fun.
What an embarrassment by the New York Jets organization. Like, how can you do such a thing?
I'm
Like,
gonna say
why would you do that?
I don't really like college football. Like I don't watch it that much, but I did watch a little bit of the Clemson Notre Dame game. That guy is pretty good at football.
Yeah, and
So good.
the fact
Like
that
he
winning,
good.
you're winning, and losing the last 3. You've lost 13 of these motherfuckers already. Why wouldn't you just lose this one? Lose it. Like, I mean,
Also,
how?
are the Rams bad again? Are we back off of the Rams?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Like,
I think it was a trap game. The Jets have been playing feisty recently. I think it was a trap game. Rams are feeling
Jets are a trap
themselves.
game for everybody.
Yeah, but sometimes you lose to them. I don't know.
it's just such
One
a
time you lose to
One
them.
times you lose.
Adam Gase should get
Yeah.
fired. He should have been fired an hour ago. Like, this is fucked up. Like, how does this Adam Gase get on the plane thinking this is a good job? He is fucking himself up. Like, he sees his quarterback situation. He's like, well, with this win, I solidified another 3 years of Sam Darnold. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
This was the worst thing that Adam Gase has ever done.
Does he knows that he knows he's not coaching next year, so he's like, fuck this. If I can win the next 3, I'd be happy.
Just burn it all down.
Then
Fuck
my wife
it.
will let me come home.
Kind of respect it.
Sure. I mean, yeah, obviously the players are going to play hard because they don't want to go 0-16. And, like,
They
I don't
won it
know.
for Frank Gore.
Yeah, he got in the end zone today. Fuck yeah, Frank.
They did it for Frank. That dude, I don't like. He doesn't make sense to me.
Frank Gore.
Not
I
human.
don't get it.
He's an
Give him
he's
money.
a supreme.
Somebody pay him. Give him Zeke money.
He's not
Let
human.
him go out.
He's a
Let him go
superior
out on
being.
top.
He's dancer.
It's nuts. Dolphins, Patriots. Patriots not
Dolphins.
making the playoff.
Right.
Was it first time in like 11 years? Was it 2008, 2009 whenever Brady tore his
12
ACL?
years.
Did they re-sign
12 years. No.
No,
They were
God,
done
no.
with him.
Ew.
Big Newton?
It looks like Cam Newton's gonna be a backup next year, which is kind of fucked
in the
up, but
Canadian
makes
Football
sense.
League.
No, he's gonna be
Maybe he'll go to the
starting.
XFL.
Or he goes to like a place like Washington. They probably need a quarterback like him.
Did they
Get
lose?
another chance. Yeah, we'll talk about
That
that
was
later.
the next one. Yeah, so Dolphins make the playoffs. Well,
Good for
I don't
him.
know that they've clinched yet.
Well,
Have they
they're
clinched?
basically going to. I
Yeah,
think
basically.
they're a top
They're
Uh,
tier.
9-5. They should be in.
Yeah,
yeah.
good for the
Seahawks
Dolphins.
beat the Washington football team.
It was
Yeah,
close though. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
2015 and Dwayne Haskins was playing quarterback.
yeah.
So
That's a problem. I mean, they don't look like they just look so stagnant again with the fucking Haskins. Like it just they.
Well, I part of your problem was you got Dwayne Haskins attempting 55 passes.
It's
that's
yeah.
a lot of passes.
I don't get
Yeah.
that. Well, they don't got a running game. Like who's their running back?
He's hurt.
J.D. McKissick and Peyton Barber.
Yeah, like that's
Antonio
a
Gibson's hurt.
terrible
That's why they
position.
can't run.
That's a
Yeah,
terrible.
Antonio Gibson's out.
He's
Even
good
if
though.
but I still think they need to get a running back in there. That's
No, that guy's good.
Washington's are a couple moves away from being like a decent team. That's what my opinion is.
From winning that division.
I mean, yeah, I mean
From
that
being the
it
best team
sounds
in a shit ass.
yeah, it sounds like dumb as fuck, but yeah, I mean that's true though. Their defense is too good. I mean, I don't. And what is our thoughts on Seattle at this point? I'm so off of their wagon. Like I don't think that
I don't know.
they're not
I
gonna
think
do
they're going to
anything.
end up playing the Packers in the playoffs, and it's going to be a really weird game that comes down to like the last possession, and then we'll see what happens. Like every other year.
I hope they do because I think they can beat the Packers. That's like a team I think could do it.
They're
'Cause I've
just real
seen them do
fluky.
it.
All of their games are weird.
Yeah, I don't like them at all. It just
DK Metcalf's sick. Russell Wilson
Yeah.
is still Russell Wilson.
can I make an argument that like DK Metcalf should be like honestly an NFL MVP candidate?
No.
How? Like he's so good. Look
Yeah, I
at
mean,
the
like
stat line.
he's
Look how many
he's
touchdowns
a top
he got.
10 he's a top 10 wide receiver. He's definitely
Top
not. I
10
mean,
wide receiver. He's like the best receiver in football, I would say right now. Like this
based off of
season,
what you just said, you don't even know his stats.
because he's always getting talked about.
Tyreek Hill is right up there. So DK
He's
Metcalf,
he's another
69
one.
catches for 1,180 yards and 10 touchdowns.
I guess it's not as amazing as
Stephon
some.
Diggs is
That's really
Stephon
fucking
Diggs is
good.
up there with the season he's having. Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill's up there with the season he's having. No, you can't say that like I'm crazy for saying no.
No, you're nuts.
Aside from the fact that it's pretty much just a quarterback award anyways
It's
from
dumb.
the past like 5 years.
That's crazy that like Travis Kelsey has more yards than Tyreek Hill. That's nuts to me too.
Travis Kelsey's good.
He most certainly is.
49ers Cowboys. Who gives a shit? Niners are out.
Niners are so bad.
Cowboys
Who cares?
Cowboys a game back,
Well,
I
actually, hey,
guess.
yeah, Cowboys are still in the playoff hunt. Let's not count them out right now, especially
Andy
with the
Dalton.
events of today. Like, and if the score of this Sunday night game stays the same, like the Cowboys are a couple of dubs away from locking in that last spot.
Yeah, because then Cowboys and Giants will both be 5-9, and Washington football team 6-8.
And
So
anything goes.
very up for grabs. But at this point, I don't care. Eagles Cardinals. Needed the Eagles to win for the
Fuck the
Bears.
Eagles, dude. Now I
Didn't
They
happen.
can't
officially
do
hate
anything.
them.
I hate them.
I officially
Hate 'em.
after because if you think about it, that was the well. I thought there was a good chance after the first half. I'm like, they're really gonna do this. Bears are gonna be back in the playoffs. If that were to happen, I already sent it to both of you, but like the Bears had a way to clinch the playoffs next week if they would have fucking won that game, and they don't. So fuck the Eagles. They suck.
Jalen Hurts looked pretty good, though. He threw over 400 yards and had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Eagles defense, which also plays the game, and they do it poorly.
That had to be tough for Doug Peterson taking out Carson Wentz, but I mean, he waited way too long to do that shit. He should have done that like week 6, week 7, because
His
obviously,
card His contract doesn't even kick in until next year.
Yeah.
That's fucked. I don't know what you do with that. NFL contracts don't make any sense. There's going to be some type of dead cap, or you can get out of it after 2 years. But
That's a play.
Yeah.
That's a guy I could see go to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
That would be
I
a
can
yeah,
see
good
that
maybe.
fit
too.
for him.
Saints, Chiefs. Saints
Close one.
kept it a lot closer than I thought they would.
Is Breeze just a person that really doesn't help the Saints?
It's tough because like your next option's Taysom Hill, which is not better.
Yeah, but they
And
look
all of his ribs are
manageable.
held together with super glue.
Yeah, I mean the thing with Taysom Hill, yeah, he's not really a quarterback, but still, like they can run a weird offense with him, and they can still be like okay because their defense is good, and they have such a good running threat. They're basically, I mean, they're basically a better running team than like Baltimore is, in my opinion, because they have decent running backs
How bad
there.
is Jameis that they won't start him? Like,
Well, he has COVID.
I
He
mean,
had it
even
for
when
8 months.
they didn't start him.
Why is nobody he got LASIK? Why is everybody acting like that doesn't matter? They need to give him
Sleeping
a
on
shot.
LASIK.
He's like, Sean, I can see. Put me in.
How many fingers am I holding up? 2. You're out. I
He's
still can't
good.
see for
Let
shit.
let the man play. Let him get it. Let him try. I mean, shit. You just gonna
Man.
keep you just gonna keep throwing a tight end out there at quarterback every now and then, and just saying that that's that.
Hey, the Broncos did that. They won a playoff game because of it. Don't
Hell yeah, they
take it
did.
easy on that.
Greatest playoff game I've ever seen.
Dog shit. Taysom Hill's
Miracle.
better than Tim Tebow.
What?
Sorry,
I can see the I
sorry to
can see
burst your
that
bubble.
I can see the hellfire coming up from the ground behind you.
It's so hot in here all of a sudden.
Go to hell and you die.
So here's one that I bet the NFL wishes that they could flex. Monday night Steelers Bengals.
Yeah, I do
Hell
not
yeah.
want to watch the fucking Bengals, dude. That's just so boring. How many fucking times do I gotta watch the Steelers too? They're probably if they lose this game, I'll be laughing my ass off though.
Steelers should have to start somebody else at quarterback just to make it a little more even.
Yeah, get what is Charlie Batch doing right now? What's Chaz up to?
Hell yeah.
Get his
Get
ass
him in
Yeah,
there.
there.
get him out there. It's the least they could do.
Can we field a roster of coaches with just old Patriots assistants?
Yeah, Charlie
All
White
22.
center.
You get
You
11 on
you
each side.
you get the man genius. You got
Vrabel.
get them all in there.
Yeah.
Running back.
Charlie, get Bill O'Brien in there.
Daniels.
Daniels in there.
Yeah, you could get it figured out. That's it. That's the slate. That's what happened.
Yeah, give
That's
credit to
football.
the NFL this year for really almost being done with the season and basically not basically they have played every game so far. They haven't had needed an extra week. It's pretty fucking remarkable that they've gotten to this
I
point
do
with
like
not
that
really.
the only team they really fucked over was the Broncos. I just think that's
Yeah,
really the only team they super fucked over. That pushed a game back to Thursday. They don't give a shit. But if you're the Broncos, hey, there's nothing we can do for you.
Listen, somebody had to get it. It had to be somebody.
Fuck, man. I've been so mad.
It's unfortunate. But like what were they going to do anyways?
True.
I don't know. They
They
did it
they
for
would
the Ravens. They literally moved. They moved hell and high water for those Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. They
yeah,
have playoff
see.
hopes. They know NFL knows Drew Lock is bad, so they don't care.
He's
You're gonna lose
swagging though.
anyways. I wish
He
the
might.
Bears could get Fangio
He,
back. That would make me happy.
he might. They
He gets
might.
fired from Denver, and then we bring him back.
I hope that his ass gets
Maybe.
fired. And then the
That'd be so
Broncos
cool.
hired Chuck Pagano.
Just do a nice
Yeah,
swippy swap.
get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it hasn't been good.
He's really boring as a defensive coordinator. I was also gonna
The
say
human
this.
being.
Yeah, that too. Is Eddie Jackson just having a bad year this year? I didn't bring it up when we were talking, but he's just
He doesn't
Got
look.
paid.
It just doesn't look into it anymore. Well, not anymore, but he didn't look into it this year.
He just doesn't like football anymore.
He's out. He's like, I got paid. I don't even like this sport anymore. Honestly, I'm done.
My mom play this. I want to be a dancer.
I think that's what happened. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is the
Are you and
news
mom
of
splitting up? No, is it my fault?
listen, sport. Nothing's
No.
gonna be different.
I promise.
We're just gonna have 4 Christmases.
Who am I gonna live with?
Hopefully, neither of us.
Thank God.
What I wanted to talk about was the Cleveland Indians are losing, or they're dropping the Indians designation,
I words.
and yeah, and having to come up with a new name. So people were spitballing. Some people said Cleveland baseball team.
Yes.
Some people said to just revert back to the old Cleveland Spiders, which brought along a tweet that I saw, or I think that Steve brought up, showing a roster of these Cleveland Spiders from looks to be what 1890 ish, 1880s, 1890s,
Yeah, it's the 1800s
and
before the
the
1900s.
names on here are just unbelievable. I mean, this is.
How do you want to run this topic? I had the list up. Should I just start naming the
Yeah. Run
names
through them.
in
Run
order?
through them.
So the
Well,
first,
we could just alternate and just give our favorites.
yes,
Oh, then I have to
I'll
look it up.
I'll start first. I don't want to take the Twins just yet. We'll save the Thibaults for later. But I'll go with my. I'm assuming the captain of the Cleveland Spiders, Cowboy Jones. Uh, he was definitely a leader of the clubhouse. 9 games only with Cleveland, but it was a hell of a 9 game stint. People say that Jason Hayward got his World Series speech inspiration from Cowboy Jones. Um, it was a great year, 1898 for him. So yeah, he's definitely was up there.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you left this for
You have the
me.
list up, Devin.
It can't be a real list.
It's the
Like,
real list.
it's got to be a made up.
It's real.
It's a real and it's wonderful. My number one has got to be, and it was close because there was a few, but I'm going to say my number one has got to be Pretzels Getzian.
Pretzels was
Guy's
the
first name
fucking
is
scrapper.
Pretzels. He was on the team for exactly 1 game. I'm not really sure the backstory there, but that's got to be my favorite name on this whole list.
And
Pretzels
here
Getzian.
comes the pretzels. I'm a big fan of Peekaboo Beach. Peekaboo
There's no way somebody's named
Peekaboo
Peekaboo.
Beach.
Not real.
Peekaboo Peach played 64 games in 1890. He was known for the old peekaboo move. He'd throw it to the pitcher and held the ball in his pocket. Got the people off the base. Get a little peekaboo.
I think another one of mine from the 1899 season, who could forget, is my boy Crazy Schmidt.
He only played 25 games. He went mental. He started losing his mind game 20 and game 25. They couldn't even handle him anymore. They were like, we gotta let him go.
His name wasn't Crazy at the start of the season.
That's
That was by the end.
oh, see at the end of the bench there. That's old Crazy Schmidt. Rumor has
The
it
only one of
been
these names
loco
I
on his
think that
wife.
could be real. Well, maybe there's 2 of them, but
Name the
Cinders
two.
O'Brien. Put in Cinders O'Brien.
Straight off the
He's
boat.
got a wicked changeup. Cinders does.
I've seen
Him
Cinders throw potatoes at 100 miles per hour.
Him and I'm Mortimer Hogan. I play shortstop.
You don't think
Mortimer.
that
Maybe
Icebox Chamberlain is a real
maybe
name?
Mike Goodfellow. That could be a real name.
Mike Goodfellow is that's probably the realest name out of all of them.
Highball Wilson.
Chippy McGar. Sounds like a fucking pet dog name.
That's what I'm saying. What? We're gonna name him after his grandfather, Highball.
We gotta bring up the twins now. Not the twins, the brothers.
Bring
Gotta
him out.
talk to the
The
brothers.
They're
Chippos.
brothers.
P and P, they used to go by. Talking about the classics, Patsy and Pussy.
Patsy and Pussy Thibault.
So the story's gotta be Patsy played 959 games and Pussy played only 2. Patsy was obviously the athlete of the family. Went up to the owner one year, which was 1895. He was like, "Hey owner, I ain't gonna play a
Listen,
single
owner,
game for you."
we need pussy.
Pussy plays 2 games. He sucks. They had to cut him.
You give me pussy or I walk.
It's the
Gotta have pussy, boss. I need it. Need him.
what a group. What's just I would love a ragtag bunch of dudes right there. The Cleveland Spiders, just off the bus, just fucking at your throat.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, they had to have gone undefeated.
They're
you
just
couldn't. You can't lose.
Cleveland's just gonna go back to the Spiders, right? Like they had a fine
That'd be
name,
cool.
and then they just were
Yeah, I
like,
like the
let's just this name's great, but let's just rather just make this Chief Wahoo guy our mascot.
I'd rather just switch it up to something really racist, just on a whim. Kind of feeling racist this week.
You don't see spiders. You don't see the spider mascot. The only thing of that Richmond
cool, yeah.
University. It's the only
Yeah.
thing I can think of, and it's just like spiders. It's a fun one. So they'd be
I'm a
dumb
fan.
They'd be dumb to not, or they'd be dumb to do anything different. But I think it's very obvious. They're lucky they have a history like that. So I hope they go to that. It's an easy route.
Some of
They
these
got
are
to
winners.
change the name to the. Yeah, they got to change the name to the Spiders, and then they got to
Yeah.
rock the throwback uniforms where they got these guys' names
Pussy.
on the back.
You get the family of Pussy and Patsy on the field, and everyone's just chanting "Pussy, Pussy, Pussy."
Listen, Skip, we need pussy.
Pussy's just a morale booster, man. I don't know. You get Pussy in this clubhouse, you're gonna see a lot of good things happening.
The real locker room guy. He's a glue guy.
Pussy's great for the locker room.
All the boys are gonna love to see Pussy when he just.
You walk in that clubhouse and you see pussy, you're a happy guy. You're gonna show up for work if pussy's there. Any more?
Hang on. No, are we out of pussy jokes?
How many more we got?
Give me enough time, we'll get plenty of them.
Give me your top 5. We're doing top 5 pussy jokes.
All right, number 1, the aristocrats. I'm picking it.
Yes. Yes.
And you got to run through the whole joke.
I did a whole 8 minutes.
Yeah.
That's your number 1.
And this has been the Relatively Jumbo Podcast. Folks, follow us on Instagram at Relatively Jumbo Pod, Twitter at Jumbo Podcast, Facebook, Relatively Jumbo Podcast, YouTube, the Relatively Jumbo Podcast. Check out the podcast episodes and the wrap-up videos. Tell your friends, tell all of your friends, tell them twice in case they forgot the first time. Guys, any last words?
Go Bears. We're back, baby. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
You don't even like it. Don't wish anybody any of that. You don't even like the holiday.
Merry Krampus.
Okay, see ya.